Today's topic is training and objectives of training. First of all, let us know what do we mean by the word training. Children, after the process of recruitment and selection, there is a final placement of an employee in the organization. That is, a right person is being placed at a right job. But then why do we require training? Training is a process which is required to increase the job knowledge and skills of employees. So the key words over here is to increase the job knowledge and skills of the employee. What do we mean by the word job knowledge? That is how he or she is required to perform his job. Say an individual is working in a banking industry. He needs to have a complete knowledge about all the products which the bank deals in, be it the current account, savings account, FD, insurance, mutual funds, recurring account, and so on. This is part of the job knowledge. This can be acquired through constant training, through a continuity of training from time and again. Now, when we talk about the skills are basically the abilities to perform a particular job. They can be enhanced, they can be improvised with training the employees every now and then. Training is an organized or a systematic activity. Why it is an organized and a systematic activity, let us know. Training is an organized or a systematic activity because it provides the employees the knowledge and skills of doing this specific kind of work. That is, say an employee is working in the banking industry, he needs the specific knowledge of how to work in the bank on the seat of a cashier. So he is being trained during his training sessions as to what all activities are required by a cashier to perform in a day. Second is, it is a two-way process. Yes, children, training is a two-way process because of the fact that there must be someone to learn and someone to teach. That is, there has to be a trainee and a trainer to carry out the training process. Thirdly, it improves the knowledge and skills of the employees. Say an employee is an old employee of an organization, but there are some new products being launched in the company. So, he or she requires the updation on his knowledge and skills. So, we can say that training constantly improves the knowledge and skills of the employees every now and then. It is a continuous process. So, to sum up, we can say training is any process by which the aptitude, skills, abilities of the employees to perform specific job are increased. So, the key words over here are increase in the knowledge, skills, abilities of the employees. Why it is done? To perform the specific job. The purpose of training is to make a person proficient in a particular job. That is, training makes a person perfect in the specific kind of job profile. Say a person is to work in a banking industry on the cashier seat. He would become proficient, he would become perfect after being trained as to how he needs to handle the cash, how he needs to maintain his or her books, how he needs to maintain the debit and receipts and payments as well. So this all is helped to an individual with the help of training. Training is practical in nature. Yes, children, training is done in a practical way. Say, for example, earlier the worker was working on the machines through hit and trial. He was not knowing as to how to operate the machine perfectly. Through training, that is on the job training, the supervisor tells the workers how he or she is to operate the machines so that there is less of wastage, less of spoilage, and the raw material is being utilized in an optimum way. So training is done in a practical way, that is, it is done on the job. The cost of training is generally borne by the employer. That is, say the company has arranged a training program for its employees in Mumbai, and the company is in, say, Chandigarh. So all the cost, that is the hotel cost, the staying cost, the training cost, the cost of the trainer being hired, all this is borne by the employer. That is, the employer, the organization bears all this cost for training his or her employees. Next is training aims at improving the job performance. That is, training improves the way we were doing the job. It improves the performance of the job. That is, it increases the efficiency, productivity of the employees. Say a worker earlier was producing 100 units per hour, but after his training program, the worker has got to know his mistake, his deficiency while he was producing the products on the machines. So he has started producing after the training 150 units per hour. So training improves the job performance. Now children, let us know what are the objectives of training as to why training is important in an organization, why it is required to train the employees every now and then. Children, training is beneficial to both the employer and employee. Now, when we talk about employee, why and how does training helps an employee? Because of the fact a well-trained employee is an asset to the organization. Training helps in increasing his efficiency, helps in increasing his productivity. As we had just taken the example of the worker who was earlier producing 100 units per hour, but after being trained as to how to operate the machines correctly, he has started producing 150 units per hour. So that has increased his proficiency, that has increased his productivity and efficiency while working on the machines. Training also helps to prepare the employees for right job by imparting the required knowledge and skills. That is, it prepares the people to perform their job in a right fashion so that it increases their productivity, their knowledge about the job. It enables the employees to work more efficiently on their present job, and it also exposes them with the latest concepts which are coming in their job profile. That is why it is required to train not only the new joinees in the organization but also to train the old experienced people, because every now and then children there is something new coming up in every industry, in every organization. Say for example, the computers are nowadays part and parcel of our job, so it is very much required to have training programs for the experienced staff also, so that they can learn the technology be it computers or be it working on different applications. That is why training is required even for the experienced old staff. Training is also required, children, to help to build a second line of competent officers by preparing them to occupy high positions in the organization. That is, through training, the people who are efficient in their work, they can get promotions to a higher grade. So training helps in getting competent people to work on the job. Training helps to improve the performance of the employees. Now let us know what are the major objectives, major importance of training in any organization, as to why training is essential for an organization. First of all, the first point is higher productivity. Training helps to improve the job performance of the employees, as a well-trained employees are more efficient. Why are they more efficient? Because of the fact the quantity and the quality of performance is increased through training. Now, after being trained, the employee, the worker would be able to generate more of sales, more of profit for the organization. Say, we took the example earlier. I would like to quote that same example again. As earlier, the worker was able to produce 100 units. After being trained, the worker would be able to produce 150 units of the same product per hour. So this would further lead to an increase in sales and increase in profit of the organization. Second point is it reduces the supervision. A well-trained employee becomes self-reliant, that is, he or she is able to do his or her job efficiently without anyone's supervision, without anyone's help. Because now the employee, after being trained, would be able to work without being intensively supervised. So we can say that it saves on the time and energy of the organization. Say a worker who was earlier required to continuously being watched, continuously being supervised while he is performing his job on the machines. After being trained, the worker would be motivated, he would be self-reliant, as he would know how to operate the machines so that there is no wear and tear, no spoilage, no wastage of the raw material. So it reduces the supervision of the supervisor in the organization. The third point is it leads to better safety. Children's safety of the employees is very much required in an organization. Why is safety required? Because of the fact there can be human errors or negligence in the organization, which may lead to major accidents in the organizations or industries, especially in the manufacturing units where workers are working. So employees, if they do not have the proper knowledge and skills to perform their job, they would attempt mistakes, they would commit mistakes. So training makes the employees proficient, makes them more perfect to perform their job without the accidents, or we can say without the major accidents being happening in the organization every now and then. Training makes the employees more conscious about the safety measures, as to what all precautions, what all safety measures they have to take while working in the organization, be it in the manufacturing unit or be it otherwise in the organization. Say, if a worker is not trained on the safety training, he would not know as to if there is fire or any kind of natural calamity in the organization, what all safety precautions he or she need to take. But after being trained on the safety precautions, safety measures, he would know that he has to use a staircase, he has to use a fire extinguisher, and he has to stop operating the machines and safeguard his or her life. So these all things are also required, and training helps in better safety of the employees because they are the assets of the organization. Next point is economy. Trained employees make better and economical use of the resources of the material. So if the employees, they are trained to work on the machines, they would know how to properly handle the machines and to avoid the wastage, spoilage and breakage. So we can say that it is utmost required by an organization for optimum utilization of its resources available to have the training program for its employees every now and then. Next point is promotion and career growth. Training enables the employees to have the knowledge. Why? Because it makes them more responsible towards their job. So they can have the promotion and career growth if they are being trained properly. So they would be motivated to carry out their duties and job so that they can have promotions in the near future. So training is utmost required to increase the efficiency, increase the proficiency of the employees and to motivate the morale, motivate them for the future, motivate them to get the promotions in the organization. Next point is stability and growth. Training helps in getting the competent people who would be more stable to work in the organization, as they would feel that now they are part and parcel of the organization. The organization is spending money on them, so they would be able to become more stable and they would look forward for the organization as a growth platform in their career as well, because now after being trained they would be able to perform different job profiles. Say if there is a product training in a banking industry, all the people who would be trained from a particular branch, they would know as to what all job they have to perform, what all activities they have to perform while working on different workstations, be it the cashier seat, be it the manager seat, be it the accountant seat. So it is basically training the employees for different job profiles in the organization. It will lead to more stability of the people. Next point is improvement in customer services. After the employees are being trained, they would be able to deal with their customers appropriately, because they would be able to attend the queries of the customers which come while working in the organization, because they would be able to understand the problem of the customers and would be able to tackle them in a right way. Say there is a training of the bank people on different products. So when the customer visits the branch and he has a query related to any new product, and there was a training program for all the employees related to all the new products which are coming in the banking industry, they would be at a better platform to handle the query of the customer. So that is why we can say that it leads to better understanding of the customers' problems and improving the customer service in the organization. Next is it leads to higher morale. Yes, training leads to the higher morale of the people, as they would be more attached towards the organization. It would lead to less of absenteeism and labor turnover in the organization. They would feel motivated that the organization is spending on them, and they would be motivated to earn the reward in terms of promotions and higher earnings. So children, this was all about training. We have covered meaning of training, objectives, importance of training. Thank you. Have a good day.